The Woolsey fire destroyed more than 400 homes in Malibu and left thousands of people without utilities for weeks.
Now, some of those in the burn area say that they have been billed for services they did not receive, and in some cases because their homes are gone. Well, they asked CBS 2's investigator Christine Lazar for help, and now she joins us with their side of the story.
And this really, for these people, was adding insult to injury.
Sure.
They'd already been through so much, and then they get this bill, and they're like,
What's going on? Yeah.
So we're talking about Frontier. The company's policy is to bill people, even those who have lost their homes, for service they didn't receive because of the Woolsey fire, and then credit them back that amount. But that's not sitting well with some of its customers. This is all that's left of one home in Malibu, leveled by the Woolsey fire. A man named Neil rented the home. He's asked us not to show his face on camera. What did you lose?
Everything.
Though almost everything has been reduced to rubble, Neil says when he called Frontier to cancel his internet service, he was told to mail back the modem.
And then when I told them that their modem was basically destroyed, they said to me, and I didn't have any renter's insurance, they said that my landlady would be responsible for the modem.
Neil says Frontier eventually relented, but he's still on the hook for his November bill, covering the entire month, even though his house burned to the ground on November 9th.
One should not have to deal with modems and cable bills after one's house burns down.
Neil recently got this letter from Frontier saying he'd be sent to collections for the overdue amount. David Kessenich had his Frontier phone, cable, and internet service cut after he refused to pay for 3 weeks of service in November that he didn't receive after his Malibu neighborhood burned.
You should never have to pay for services you didn't get.
David says he was told he needed to pay first and wait to be credited later. When he protested, he claims 2 Frontier customer service agents promised to give him an extension on his bill. Instead, his service was shut off. How does that exasperate what you've already gone through?
God, well, it makes you feel like people don't care.
Everything burned around us.
Several homes around Jack Evans's Malibu home were destroyed. Their house was spared, but their Frontier service was out for about 6 weeks.
We were thrilled when they turned it on, but then we got a bill, and I didn't think it was legal that they could be charging us for services we didn't have.
Jack also called Frontier to complain.
But they said, that's the way we work, you have to pay your bill.
Jack has now racked up late fees and is being threatened with collections because he doesn't want to pay for service he didn't receive. Frontier tells 2 on Your Side they're sorry.
We've heard from you that we need to make the process simpler, so Frontier is issuing immediately credits back to November 9th for the customers in the fire-affected zones, and for the 196 that we've identified still out of service and displaced, we will extend those credits through February and longer as needed.
Now, Frontier, because of our involvement, has adjusted the bills of the 3 people we profiled in this piece. They no longer face late fees or collections notices. And everybody else in Malibu who's in the same shoes as they are now getting those credits, so they're no longer going to have to pay and wait for the credit.
It's too bad they have to go through that to get to that point.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and Frontier has said like their customer service really needed to take into account where they were, which is a disaster area.
Sure.
And it doesn't look like that was being done.
I see. Okay, Christine, thank you.
Well, can 2 on Your Side help you out? Email 2onyourside@cbs.com and tell us about your problem. Or tweet us, use the hashtag 2onyourside, and we will see what we can do for you.